White is 3 rope climbs, 10 toes to bar, 21 overhead walking lunges, 400-meter run, 5 rounds for time. Hey everybody, I'm Jeremy. This is WOD. We're at United Barbell in San Francisco. We're getting ready to do the Hero WOD White, which is CrossFit's first female Hero WOD, named after Army First Lieutenant Ashley White, who was killed in Afghanistan in 2011. The class is going to do it here today together, and we'll talk to some of them after the WOD.
3, 2, 1, go!
The first 3 rope climbs, 5 seconds at the bottom and then head right back up.
The overhead plate lunges, they're at 45 and I'm usually doing like 25-pound ones. But actually when I broke it up into 10 and 11, it wasn't bad until the 4th round.
My goal is to do the overhead lunges unbroken, even if that meant dogging the run, because that was going to be my recovery for this workout instead of taking long breaks in between each movement. I really used the first half of the 400 just to really cruise and kind of pick it up on the way back in.
The rope climbs were okay as long as I spaced them out a couple seconds in between. Form started to break down in the 5th round, but overall, those weren't too bad. The walking lunges were gross. It was just a lot of them.
Did you break those up at all?
The last one I broke up 10 and 11, but the other ones I just went through it. I didn't want to have to clean it up again.
The second round, I kept the same pace, which was around a 4:20 pace per round. In the 3rd round, my toes to bars kind of fell apart. I had to break it up and longer time on the ground. It's just my core and my grip strength were failing. The lunges for me were the worst of the whole thing. It's the thing I dreaded the most. It's just hard to remember to like keep your arms left out and try to touch your knee. You don't want to bang your knee, but you want to make sure that your shins are vertical and that your chest is staying up. It was hard not to drop the weight, and I just had the mind frame of just get it over with because I don't want to have to clean the 45 pounds and push it over my head again.
The toes to bar, I expected to be worse than they were, so I did singles and then started stringing some more at the end when I started feeling good.
So even though, oh really, you were doing singles in the beginning, rep them out at the end?
Yeah, you know, if it was still hard at the end with singles, then I did it right, and if I could punch it at the end, that was my strategy.
The 3rd round, I felt I was dropping off a little bit. I think it was like close to a 4:40, so I gained 20 seconds. And I think that had to do with not being able to do the toes to bar unbroken.
The rope climbs actually gassed me. Trying to make it in 2 pulls and then like your grip gets a little tired. Because once you get down, you're like, count to 5, 1, 2, and then like at 5, get back up.
Nice.
Otherwise, I'll just sit there and like.
Totally.
The run was probably the hardest part just because my motor is not fantastic right now. So I was really just kind of pacing that. And a couple times I was having to walk and really like stop from like huffing and puffing.
For the rope climb, I felt like I was stumbling towards the last pull, like to really try and just do 3 big pulls instead of doing that last 4th little, just so I can tap the bar. Round 4 and 5, I started breaking up the toes to bar a little bit more. I did 4, 4, 2.
The only rest you really got was at the 400-meter run, and I was just shaking out my arms.
The last run, at that point, that's all you have to do is you have to run. You don't have to come back and shake your arms out for anything. All you have to do is finish that run.
Go Adrian.
7F. athletes, 3 ropes, had to do a stagger start. Rope climbs were my last, so I started on toes to bar and then my finish with the rope climb.
Nice. Good job. How was that?
That was long. It was longer than I was expecting.
It was tough, a lot tougher than I thought it was gonna be.
Each round got progressively worse.
Imagine that.
Yeah, rope climbs really engage your lats. Same with the overhead lunges. Same with the toes to bar.
It would have been a nice 4-round workout, but the 5th round was kind of nasty.